Hi everyone, this is Kristen, and today I'm here with the VRS Design High Pro Shield for iPhone 7 Plus. This case offers military-grade protection, has a relatively slim profile, and a pleasant feel in the hand. It also comes with a kickstand, which for some people is a very useful addition. So looking at this case, what you see here is we have a combination of a TPU back here and a polycarbonate rim that runs around the sides and a bit on the back. We also have this kickstand here in the back, as I mentioned. Looking at the fit of the High Pro Shield on my iPhone 7 Plus, you can see we have a considerable amount of lip on here, even with a tempered glass screen protector. This is the ZAG Sapphire Defense, for those of you that are curious. This should all be very protective for your iPhone's screen. Looking at our port openings, they are reasonably generous. You should have no problem with many third-party lightning cables here, and your microphone and speaker area do seem well inset and well protected. Going around to the sides here, although this looks like metal, as I mentioned before, this is a polycarbonate, so we don't have a whole lot of grip on here. This is not what I would characterize as a grippy case. You do get a little bit of grip from the back of it, but if you, like me, just like to hold on to your case and pick it up by the sides, you're not going to have a whole lot of grip available. The buttons are rubber covered and quite clicky and responsive. There's no issue in getting to the mute switch. This is all really quite accessible. And going over here to the power button, again, very nice and easy to click. Going around to the back, I think it's really quite attractive looking. We do have an opening here to show off your Apple logo. Of course, this also opens up your Apple logo to the opportunity to get scratched. So I'm really not a huge fan of this sort of a little window here, particularly when there's no plastic or anything covering it. But some people really like to show off the Apple, so that's definitely up to you preference-wise. In terms of your protruding camera, this is sufficiently covered, so you shouldn't have any issues there. The kickstand on this case has a few issues in my opinion. One of them is that it's just not all that stable. It seems pretty firmly attached to the case, which is nice, but when you put your phone down on something, let's put it down here on the box, it tends to wobble and kind of overbalance and fall over unless you're careful. Now, if you're careful, it's fine, but do be aware that it's not the most stable of kickstands out there, unfortunately. The other issue that I have is the way that it is attached to the case. So taking this off your iPhone, you can do this as a one-step or as a two-step process. Just take the phone out of here and look at the construction of the case. So this is what I'm talking about with the kickstand. The kickstand is actually attached here, and you can touch it through the TPU on the inside here. Now, this doesn't feel particularly rough, I'll give them that, but it just makes me a little bit nervous to have metal so close to the back of my iPhone. That much said, again, I will say I do not feel any rough edges here, so this just may be me being paranoid. This is actually a two-piece case. What we have here is a TPU on the inside, so you just have to peel it away from the polycarbonate edge. This looks like metal, but it's not actually metal, except that the kickstand is aluminum or something like that. It feels like a different material than the rest of it. But the rest of this is a reasonably sturdy feeling polycarbonate material. And the interior is quite a nice, thick, robust TPU. Feels nice in the hand. It's not as thin as TPU linings sometimes are. And we do have a nice brush design here on the back. Just not crazy with the way they attach the kickstand. Putting this on your phone, I personally like to do it as a two-step process. That way I don't have to worry about somehow scratching my phone in the process. So you can put your TPU on first. Next, you just need to slip the rest of the frame over the edges of the TPU. It goes on really quite easily, and your case is in place. So overall, it's a pretty case. It's actually, of the current bunch of VRS design cases that I have reviewed for the iPhone 7 Plus, it's definitely my favorite. Just not really crazy about the kickstand design. I think that it would be a better case if we didn't have this kickstand. The other thing which is a little bit irritating about the kickstand is that it does jet out very slightly, so you no longer have a completely flat lay on the table design when you put this on its back, and it's I personally like to be able to put my phone completely flat down on a table, you know, for typing and texting, and you don't have that because you do have this little bit of a bump out here. Again, we've been looking at the VRS Design High Pro Shield. This case offers military-grade drop protection in a reasonably slim form factor, and it's not going to break the bank at $29.95. Comes in 6 fun colors. This one is the steel silver. Many thanks to VRS Design for sending me out this sample to review. If you have any questions about this case, please feel free to put them in the comments below, and I will do my best to address them. And if you are interested in subscribing to my channel, please consider it. I do try to put out 2 to 3 videos a week on accessories for iPhone 7 Plus, iPad Air 2, and Samsung Galaxy S7, and I would love to have your support. Again, this is Kristen, and this is the VRS Design High Pro Shield for iPhone 7 Plus. Have a fantastic day.